Wonders they say shall never end, my people. Have you ever imagined that some of these DNA or paternity test results that come out negative may not be correct after all? Now, listen to a medical doctor explain it out with some scientific experiments and findings that not all DNA test results that come out negative may be correct after all. You see, I do not encourage infidelity, but I want to advise that family matters be handled with utmost care because many marriages have been broken. You know, the joy, the love, the hope, the unity of family life had been shattered all because of some DNA results that came out negative. Now, we need to be extra careful in treating family matters. You know, because the children that the Lord has given us are expected to be gifts and blessings to us. They are not to add sorrow to our lives. We should be more cautious as we treat these matters of paternity tests or DNA tests. Their results may not all be correct after all. Please hear the medical doctor. And I want to thank this doctor for being able to come out with this. And, you know, this revelation is sending to the whole world entirely. God bless you, our doctor, and God bless you all. Let's be more cautious and careful. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, from wherever you are watching us from all over the world. It's another very interesting case I'm bringing your way today. Now, please sit down very carefully and listen to this interesting case I'm bringing your way today. I have to sit on my table to discuss this because I've been following this case for months. I would have brought this case for you, but it took a long time before I could convince this father here, before I could convince him to do this video. So please listen very carefully. Now, I want to tell you that it is not all paternity tests, all DNA tests that they say is negative, that's actually negative. Listen very carefully. You are suspecting that you are not the father of a child, and then you go ahead and carry out a DNA test or paternity test, and they say it's negative. I want to tell you a condition that is very rare in medicine that I came across. Very, very interesting. Now, the man sitting behind me here, this is the consent form. He has actually filled the consent form, giving us his consent to do this video. So there's nothing like you are bringing, or there's no, what we call secrecy in medicine again. There's secrecy. But he has given his consent so that we'll be able to educate you. Because this thing has led to marital disharmony. This thing has led to breakage of many marriages. Okay? Now, I want to ask him, do you give your consent for us to do this video?
Yes, I do. You can go ahead, sir.
He said we can go ahead. Now, my first encounter with him, of course, this is the first child we'll be having. My first encounter with him was that they brought the baby to the hospital, and then for another thing entirely, but he just requested that he wants to do the blood group of the child. He's B positive, the wife is B positive. Now, the baby came out to be B negative, which I explained to him that it is possible. You can be B positive, your wife can be B positive, and your baby will be B negative. It is possible that you are still the father of the child. But he was not satisfied with my explanation. I tried to explain to him the possibility of resource incompatibility. All right, your baby may not be positive if you are positive, but he was not satisfied. He went ahead to do paternity test, and lo and behold, the DNA shows that his DNA and the DNA of the baby, they don't match. And then this led to a great problem in the family between him and the wife. Now, this woman swore with her entire life that he's the father of this child. Then is there a possibility that the child could have been exchanged where the woman gave birth? That was another option. But then they went there. She was the only one who delivered there. So there's no possibility that the child could have been exchanged. And so the case was referred to a teaching hospital. I had to follow up this matter for months. And we discovered something very, very rare in medicine that we call chimerism. Chimera. This man seated here is a chimera. Who is a chimera? Now, chimeras are people that carry double DNA. They have their own DNA and they have other DNA. What do I mean? When they were inside the womb, okay, when their mother was carrying them, they were actually twins. Twins. But then one of the twins probably died early in pregnancy. So the second twin will absorb the other twin that died. And so that twin that not survived, the only one that not survived, now will be carrying two genetic materials. His own DNA and the DNA of the twin brother or twin sister. Okay? Now, if that person is born, that person will be a chimera, meaning that it's carrying two genetic materials, just like this man here. So, if the person now meets with his wife, it can happen in both male and female. If the person now meets with his wife, instead of the child to carry the DNA of the father and the mother, now the child did not carry the DNA of this person because the possibility that the child will carry the second DNA that this man is having was high. And that was what happened in this case. The child carried the DNA of the second twin of the father. More reason why they felt that the DNA test or the paternity test was negative. So we call it a false positive paternity test, or a false positive, or a false negative rather. Because they say it's negative, a false negative DNA result. Because it's not actually negative, it's still the father of the child, but because it's a chimera. Okay? So, if you are a father, you are doubting, or probably you have left your wife, please help us share this video. Because a lot of people have left their marriages because they felt they're not the father of the child. What if they were actually chimeras? What if they were actually chimeras? So please help us share this video. It can help save a marriage. It can help save a relationship. So not only you want this knowledge, I said it's very interesting because I followed it off followed the case off for months. And then I'm happy that we have come to the end of the story because it's real. I usually read it in books, but now I see that it is real. Chimeras are there. You can carry your phone and browse and read about them. There are people born chimeras and they don't know that they are chimeras. Okay, so it has created a lot of trouble in marriages. So please help us like this video, share. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Okay, there's another case I'm